welcome to my channel. I'm sure you can tell from the title, but today I'm going to be reviewing GLAMRDIP products. Woo! So I got my nails done when I went on holiday to Mallorca, and since then my nails have been ruined. I am so desperate to have nice long nails, but at the moment, I don't know if you can see that, I've lost this one and then these are just wrecked. Hang on. Focus! Okay, yeah, these are wrecked. I'll do a close-up of like the actual quality of nail, but they're just not okay. So I really want to try kind of, I think it's Biab or nail products that are gel, kind of the powder stuff. So of course I would love to go to the salon every few weeks and get my nails done and feel all feminine, but I can't afford that. It's like £40 a time, and like add that up over several months of the year and you are spending a lot of money on nails. So GLAMRDIP do like a salon style package that I think it was £74, and then you do, at the moment they've got an offer on where you get one free colour, and basically it's like salon style nails but at home. And I'm super excited because I'm not going to be using like the add-on extensions. I'm just going to put the powder and the gel stuff on top of my nails, and then hopefully eventually get long natural nails, which is super exciting. And I'm going to give this a go and see the kind of ease and if it's as good as their ads and everything says they are, because if I can get a nails, like a salon nail style thing at home without having to pay £40, then I'm winning. So in this package I have got the, I think it's the essentials, the one up from the essentials. There are 3 different packages you can get. Obviously you can get everything separately as well. You can get the essentials, then you can get the medium size range, and then you can get the big boy with everything in. So I've gone medium, and you get in it, you get a whole packet here. So you've got the instructions, which obviously I'm going to read very carefully because it does seem a little bit complicated, but that's fine. And then you get like a little thank you card saying don't forget to tag us, which of course I won't. And then you get the main event. So you get 4 different colours to choose from. Then you've got different stages. You've got bond, base, seal, glow, heal and soak. I need a whole lot of heal right now because my skin, my nails, not my skin, my nails, I mean my skin's always bad anyway, but my nails are really suffering. I mean this one, when I peeled, okay, I had like acrylic gel things on and I did peel them off, which is fully my fault, so I deserve to have wrecked nails for not taking them off properly. I'll take it. But this one I lost, and it is so sore and it is completely wrecked, so it needs some healing. Then, so you've got your 4 colours. I chose a pumpkin spice, I think it's called. Hang on, let's check. Pumpkin spice, yeah. So I'm thinking autumnal as well, because although we're in summer, we will be in autumn soon, so this is gonna hopefully last me a long time. And then I got yellow, which is Hello Sunshine. And then I got a like nudie colour so that you can have it with anything, and that's Sugar Rush. And then I also got Slow Burn. It's like a really beautiful red colour. So that is perfect for kind of all types of weather. And then you get a brush so you can brush off that kind of excess powder. You also get a thing to push back your cuticles. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but thing will do for now. And then you also get some nail files as well. So I'm going to read the instructions and then start doing my nails. I'm excited. I also got 2 free colours as well. I don't know whether it's supposed to come with like a clear one, so I've also got a clear, which I think you kind of add on and it's part of the process. And then I've also got Trainwreck, which looks like a really nice iridescent blue. So I did have, because they are offering like a deal at the moment, so because I bought the medium size one, they did offer 1 free colour, but I'm pretty sure it comes with 4. So I've got an extra one somehow, so I don't know whether they've just decided to put that in there as a freebie, or I just don't even know what I've ordered. But that's super exciting. Okay, so the first page shows me how to store everything, because obviously these products are going to last a long time. You need to store them correctly, so then making sure you keep them cool, you make sure that you put them standing upright and not leaning over. So currently not as they are because they're leaning over and stuff like that. So that's really good. It tells you how to store them, and then you get an introduction to the brand, which is super cute, and then how to use the Dip Perfect system. When I purchased this, they did also send me an email with a video tutorial, which is amazing because I'm chaotic and sometimes I find reading words confuses the hell out of me. So to watch how someone does something, Perfect. So you're winning there, GLAMRDIP, because you're catering for all learning needs. Fantastic. So step 1, prep. So you use your nail file to create a rough texture over your entire nail. They're already rough as hell, but we'll do it anyway just to make sure we're getting all the steps in. And then push back your cuticles and sanitize your hands. Gonna attempt a close-up, but also working in my viewfinder. So I'm literally just gonna do this to score it a little bit. The satisfying part, get rid of all the flaky nail. I feel so professional when I do that. Okay, so step 2 is optional. You can grab your number 1 bond and apply it to all of your nails and tips. So you can add plastic tips on top if you want extensions. I'm not going to do that for this example because I want to try and grow my natural nails. So you use this to dry and remove any excess oils. So here I'm using the bond. I'm literally just going to stroke it onto every single finger. It's not a sticky kind of substance. It does literally just go on and soak into your nails. Step 3. Apply your number 2 base liquid to your first finger by stroking outwards and then avoid the cuticle area. So this is the base, it's number 2 step. This one I struggled with. As you can see here, the lid came completely off and the actual brush was stuck in the tube. And I really had to struggle to get this out. Didn't realise that this was the sticky product and it went everywhere. And it's like nail glue. So it literally dried so quickly, and this was the absolute mess that was my hands. It felt so horrible, and yeah, I couldn't get the lid back on, so I was just in a right pickle. I then just decided to use it without the lid, which was really tricky, and yeah, it was just fiddly, and I don't really know what happened with this one, but yeah, it wasn't the easiest to apply. And then I just dip into the clear powder, and of course the powder sticks to every single bit of your finger that has got the base stuck onto it. Okay, step 4, base. Now you want to apply your number 2 base liquid again, stroking onwards at a 90-degree angle parallel to your nail, avoiding the cuticle area and edges of your nail. With each base application, you get closer and closer to your cuticle. Here I'm literally just brushing off the excess powder. This stuff does get everywhere, but it's super satisfying, and then adding a bit more base. I started off putting the base on, dipping my finger into the powder and then brushing off. But I then soon realised that you can't do that. It needs a little bit of time to dry. So obviously I went straight in with the brush here and completely messed it up, and it went everywhere and stuck to the brush. So a little tip for you: if you put your base on, leave it for a couple of minutes and then brush it off. I suggest doing your whole hand and then brushing off your whole hand. For A, you then do a colour dip. Now you dip the nail into your colour powder, shake the jar slightly from side to side, and do as you did with the clear, only with the colour. Now I'm dipping in my finger into the colour base. I have added, or the colour powder, sorry. I've added the base, I've added the clear, and now I've added another base, and then the colour. Step 5, repeat. So you grab your base once again and apply to the entire nail, and dip once more into your colour on a 45-degree angle. This is getting really complicated, but I'm sure it'll be easy. I'm going to watch the video as well because I'm just reading it. I said I get confused when I read things, so. And then once you finish, hold your finger straight down over the top of the powder and tap your finger. So you tap, 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 brush it away. Once you've done your kind of colours, step 7, you grab your number 3 seal liquid, and that will activate the powders, so you've got to leave it for 2 minutes to dry. Now the amazing thing about this is you don't have to use a UV lamp, which is ideal, because another thing that I've heard about going to the salon and stuff is that people are getting skin cancer on their hands because they're constantly going under a UV light. Of course, it's literally a little mini sunbed for your hands, and people hadn't thought about that. So I'm glad that these don't use UVs because I avoid sunbeds. I've never used one. I have used UV lamps before, but I would like to not use them again. So these are the nails with all the steps done. I've added the glow and the clear and the colour, and they're looking good. Step 8, buff, shape and file your nail to make it look pretty. And then you grab your seal once more and apply a second layer onto your nail. Again, wait 2 to 3 minutes for it to activate. Step 9, you add your number 4 glow. that comes with your kit, and then you do another layer and then wipe it, and then you heal. You add your heel, and voila, who's a nail queen? You are. Okay, so you may have noticed now that it does look like it's a different day, and it is. I last filmed probably about a week and a half ago, and since then I have gone through 5 or maybe even 6 different manis. Now, when I say I'm disappointed, I am beyond disappointed, because I thought these were going to last the same amount of time as a Salon mani. Now, I struggled when I first put them on because the bond went everywhere. I think it was the base actually that went everywhere, and it went sticky and it was all sorts because the lid had broken. So they did send me another one. I cannot fault their customer service. Their customer service are so good, so responsive, and very, very helpful. So on that side, they're great. However, these products have not been working. So I first did my first mani, and then it chipped off literally 2 days after. The second mani, I tried to do another layer and it chipped off literally the next day. I went to bed and then I woke up and they were chipped. So that wasn't good. So I did contact their customer service, and they kind of gave recommendations, checked that all the products were fine, checked that I was using the correct products for the correct kind of way around, and they said, yep, all fine. So they've recommended to do less clear, like clear powder layers, and do more and make it thicker. So although in the instructions it says 4 layers, 1 clear, 2 colour, and then another clear, they've recommended to do all colour and then a few more. So I'm going to try that. I did try putting extensions on. Now these have lasted just under a week, and as you can see here, if it will focus, the powder and the stuff is chipped off, and you can see the false nail that I stuck on before. So I did just use a cheap Primark nail to stick on like the extension bit and then put the powder on top. That has lasted better than just putting it straight on my nails, but the reason why I bought this product was to put straight on my nails and to grow my natural nails. So I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to show you now that I know the process and I know how to do it without referring back to the instructions. I'm going to show you my process, and fingers crossed, because all the reviews are excellent, apart from one other person which I've seen has had the same issue. All the reviews, they added me into a Facebook group where you can actually chat amongst each other, ask tips and tricks, which again is a really nice touch, that you've got the customer care that always reply and are always really helpful. They've also got a Facebook group with other people with the products that you can chat to. No one else seems to be having this problem, so I'm convinced I'm doing it wrong, even though I'm doing it exactly as they say and literally using the exact same product. So unless the products are faulty, people are lying. People are not being honest, and people I don't know. But I'm just gonna keep going. They've said that I can use the product for 30 days, and then if after 30 days it's still no good and I still haven't got like the good results, they will refund me, which is really good. So I'm gonna give it a go for another, I don't know, I think I've got like maybe 20 more days. Hopefully. I just really want this product to work, but if it doesn't, it's a lot of money for something that's no better than nail varnish. So yeah, I'm now going to show the process of taking it off, because I've not previously. I've literally just picked it off because it started chipping and I've just picked it off and it's come off really easily. So these have been more stuck on, it's just the one that's chipped, and then I'll show you the process of me adding it onto just my nails with a whole load more layers, and fingers crossed, and I'll check in with you to see how long they've lasted. Okay, so it's recommending that you use this Grit 100 file, Grit 100 file to just scrape off the top bit of the mani completely so that the soak can get in. Okay, so I've got to get rid of all those filings. I've scraped them down a little bit now. I'm literally just going to put the soak solution on top. Okay, that being said, while I was waiting for the kettle to boil, I've literally just picked this nail off, no problem. Look how ugly that looks now that there's no extension. Oh. Okay, I've managed to literally just pick them off because the water wasn't doing anything. I've picked them off with the tool that comes with, and they do just literally fly off without any pain or any breakage to the nails. Obviously my nails are still absolutely knackered because of when I had gel and acrylics on, so I'm not going to file them down because I feel like they've got texture on them anyway, but I am going to use the bond to start off with and then go through the whole process, and I am going to add little extensions because I just don't like the length of this. So now I'm going to show you the process again. I start off by putting on the bond. I then put on this onto every single hand or nail, and then I go in with the base. I put the base on the extension first, so I know kind of how much product I need, and then I put it on my actual nail. I try to avoid the cuticle area so the powder has actual nail to stick onto as well. This is probably the most fiddliest part of the whole process, but once it's done, it's super satisfying. As you can see, these are all added on. I do need to file these down because they're a bit scratchy. Now I add the base again and dip it into the clear. I think I actually put this into the Trainwreck colour powder. I've completely scrapped the idea of using the clear powder. Let's just go in with the colour and see how it lasts. I put this in really awkwardly as well, but I was trying to get the most of my nail. I think the thumbs are the most awkward because they're the thickest. And then I've added all my colour powder onto my nails and brushed away the excess. This does get really messy. My kitchen floor had a whole layer of powder. And then I go again, and this is the final result of the powder. So once I've done this, it's super thick and it is really lumpy. So I add the seal to activate the powder, and I put a generous amount on because these are so thick. And then once I've done that, I can then file the nail down and shape it into a lot better shape, because obviously at the moment it's looking crazy because it's thick, it's bumpy, and it's just no good. So I did take a long time filing down here. And then once you file down, you add another layer of the seal to then activate the powders that you've kind of aggravated with the file. And then once you've added the seal, you add the glow and the heel, and this is once I've added those. And I'm not too mad about it. They look okay. Okay, so it has now been, I think, 4 days. So I did this manicure on Tuesday and it is now Sunday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've lasted 5 days and I've lost 1. I did go bowling last night and this was the thumb that was in the ball, so I think that's fair. But as you can see here, I don't know if I can get it to focus, every single nail, there you go, is cracked. Every single one. The thumb, this one's the worst, to be fair. I'm going to switch the camera around. Okay, so as you can see, this one is so cracked. This one as well, they haven't chipped yet, to be fair, but they are so thick that they don't actually look very good. But 5 days is fine. I just, you know, thought they would be a bit better than this. So overall, I'm kind of mixed on this because they have been incredibly good with support. It does last quite well if you want longer nails that are a bit better than just stick-on plastic ones or nail varnish. However, they're not as good as I expected, and for £74, considering you don't get the remove solution, I've double checked, so you don't have the stuff to remove it with, and they last about 5 days maximum. I mean, this lasted 3, it popped off after 3, and it takes about 2 hours to do. So for 2 hours every 5 days, I have got better things to do. I'd rather go and spend 2 hours at the salon, have it last a month or more, and then refresh or get infills. So I want to give this like a 5 out of 10 because they have been so great. It is kind of good fun at the start, but it is just not as good as it's hoped up to be. That might just be my personal experience, but I want to be completely truthful and completely real. I'm just not seeing this is worth what it is, and like, I don't want fat, thick, ugly nails. They're cute for a bit, but I think I'd rather go to the salon. Or I feel bad saying that, but it's the truth. I'm gonna be real. Thank you so much for watching this incredibly long, detailed and chatty, not exactly positive video, but I hope that this gives a little bit of help to anyone who might be looking for this similar kind of product. And if you want to see any more videos around beauty, makeup, nails, fashion, vlogging, holidays, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. And if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you on the next one.